Have you ever felt a strange tingling down your spine, like a gentle electric buzz moving from your hips up to your head? Or maybe a warm feeling in your chest, a lump in your throat, or pressure on your forehead? What if those sensations aren't just random or signs of sickness, but actually important messages? We live in a world that trusts logic and what we can see or measure. But there are other levels of reality too. On those levels, the body isn't just a biological machine. It's a messenger, a bridge, a living temple that shows what the soul can't yet put into words. Many people going through a spiritual awakening notice changes in their body. Heartbeats that race for no medical reason, trouble sleeping, small tremors, pressure in the head, strong emotions, or a need to be alone. Doctors usually say, "You're fine," but those people know something's shifting inside. True spiritual awakening doesn't just change your mind or emotions, it changes your body's energy too. When your awareness grows, your energy shifts, and your body has to adjust. This is something not many people talk about. Spiritual awakening is also a physical process. It can be confusing, but it's deeply revealing. In this video, we're going to explore these physical signs, not from a medical or superstitious angle, but from an ancient and spiritual perspective. We'll look at the hidden map of the spiritual body and see how it tells you that your soul is starting to rise. I'll share the most common signs, what they mean, how to tell if you're going through a deep awakening, and most importantly, how to honor the process without fear. You're not sick or failing, you're being reborn. This isn't just another spirituality video. It's a guide, a light in the darkness for anyone who feels inside what their soul already knows. Something inside is waking up and your body is announcing it. Get ready to put the pieces together, understand what you're feeling, and realize your body has always been a tool for divine awareness. Since ancient times, cultures have known something modern science is only starting to understand. The body and spirit aren't separate. The body is the spirit's first language, its mirror, its messenger. In ancient Egypt, people believed a human was like a small version of the whole universe. The body wasn't seen as separate from the soul or divine spirit, but as a sacred home. When energy inside changed, whether through spiritual growth or cosmic imbalance, the body showed signs like shaking, trances, warmth in the hands and feet, or visions. These weren't illnesses. They were warnings and signs of initiation. The body was reacting to contact with higher dimensions. In ancient India, the rishis described an energy system inside the body called nadis, through yoga and chakras. When kundalini, the sleeping energy at the base of the spine, starts to rise, it activates energy centers that affect the body. How? Through symptoms like heat, pressure in the head, fast heartbeats, sudden tears, or inner visions. This was seen as a natural part of spiritual awakening. Taoism talks about qi, the life force. Through breathing exercises and visualization, practitioners move this energy and feel things like buzzing ears, organ vibrations, tremors, or even ecstatic body states without any outside cause. The body truly becomes a spiritual lab. In Jewish Christian mysticism, the body is also a temple. The Zohar, a key Kabbalah text, says every part of the body matches a divine energy called a sephira. When someone spiritually aligns, these energies activate and the body experiences tremors, bursts of joy, and more. Biblical prophets didn't just hear God, they trembled, cried, and went into trances. All these traditions agree on one thing. The body doesn't just show illness, it also shows awakening. Today, in our logic-driven world, we often treat the body like just a machine. But ancient wisdom reminds us it's also a divine instrument. When your soul starts to rise, your body reacts. That pressure between your eyebrows isn't just an annoyance. It might be your spiritual vision center opening. That fire in your belly isn't just an upset stomach. It could be your personal power awakening and calling for your attention. That tired feeling you can't explain isn't always just from not getting enough sleep. Sometimes it's your body adjusting to new energy. Your body is shifting, stopping old patterns and tuning into a higher vibration. And you can actually feel that happening. What ancient cultures understood, and what we're starting to remember, is that awakening affects the whole person. You don't just think differently, you feel different, all the way down to your muscles, bones, and organs. When your soul grows, your body shakes with it. Like a seed pushing through the soil, it takes effort and inner strength. The soul's awakening isn't smooth or simple. It's deep, sometimes messy, and often confusing. The first thing to change is the most obvious: your body. Many people expect spiritual awakening to bring instant peace, but often it first shows up as physical symptoms, not just emotional or mental ones. Your body is the stage where this invisible process plays out. Let's talk about some common meaningful signs that show up when your soul starts to wake up. First, heart palpitations without a clear cause. You might suddenly feel your heart pounding during calm moments, like something inside knows a big change is coming. This isn't just anxiety. In many traditions, the heart is the first part of the body to connect with the divine. When you open to a new level of awareness, your heart reacts by beating stronger. It's telling you that you're crossing into something new. Second, pressure or a strange feeling between your eyebrows or on your forehead. People often notice a tingling, weight, or steady pressure in that spot. This area is called the third eye, or Ajna chakra, and it's where intuition and subtle insight live. When your soul starts to see beyond the obvious, this center lights up. It's like a spiritual antenna turning on, and yes, you can feel that physically. Third, warmth or a burning feeling in your lower back or along your spine. This relates to kundalini energy awakening. Even if it's not intense, this sacred energy moving upward feels like heat traveling up your spine. In many traditions, the spine is seen as the path consciousness follows upward, and that heat is the spiritual fire starting to flow. Fourth, changes in sleep patterns, trouble sleeping or waking up at certain times. It's common to wake up around 3 or 4 a.m. during spiritual awakening. In many cultures, this is called the hour of the soul, when the barrier between worlds is thinner. This isn't just insomnia, it's your soul reaching out while the world is quiet so you can listen. Sometimes the opposite happens. You sleep deeply and have vivid dreams or visions with messages. Fifth, tiredness without a medical reason or feeling extra sensitive. As your energy system adjusts, your body uses a lot of energy to reconfigure itself. You're moving from an old version of yourself to a new one, and that takes strength. Also, with heightened awareness, everything feels stronger. Loud noises bother you more, crowds tire you out, and heavy foods don't agree with you. This isn't weakness, it's spiritual tuning. These physical symptoms aren't signs that your body is failing. They're signs of your consciousness expanding. Like a fever shows a child is growing, these feelings show that something inside you is growing, waking up, rising. The biggest mistake is to fear these changes or try to push them away. But if you look at them from a spiritual point of view, you'll see they're not problems, they're sacred milestones. Your body isn't breaking, it's revealing something important. Your soul is moving. Spiritual awakening doesn't just hit your mind with questions or your heart with emotions. It shows up in the most personal and real places: your skin, your bones, your senses. When the soul wakes up, your whole body becomes its signal. We've already talked about some common physical signs. Now, let's explore some more subtle and sometimes more confusing signs that people can easily misunderstand if they don't see them spiritually. One example, changes in your digestive system, the second brain recalibrating. Many people notice digestive changes during awakening, like nausea, shifts in appetite, or trouble with certain foods. Why does this happen? Because the digestive system isn't just about breaking down food. It's also an energy center where we process not just what we eat, but what life gives us emotionally and spiritually. When your soul starts waking up, it can't handle things it used to accept without question. Heavy foods, toxic places, or lies you tell yourself. That's why your stomach gets more sensitive. Your body is saying, I can't digest what isn't real anymore. Second, your senses get sharper. The body becomes like a spiritual radar. Spiritual awakening doesn't just make your senses stronger, it tunes them to different frequencies. Suddenly, you notice nature's sounds more clearly. Loud noises bother you more, colors look brighter, and your skin picks up on other people's energy. This isn't just in your head, it's about energy. When your soul opens up, your energy field does too, and your senses adjust to pick up things you didn't notice before. You become less rough around the edges, but way more aware. Third, you might have involuntary movements or spasms during meditation or sleep. These can be sudden jerks in your arms or legs, tremors, or deep, uncontrolled breaths. These aren't random. They're energy releases or blockages clearing out. In Eastern traditions, this happens when your body tunes into new energy, letting go of stored tension or rearranging the flow of chi or prana. It's like energy breaking through blockages naturally. This isn't a problem, it's reconnecting. Fourth, your emotions might get intense for no clear reason. You could cry, feel super happy, deep sadness, or sudden calm, all without anything outside causing it. What's going on? Old emotional energy that was stuck is now coming up. These aren't new feelings, but emotions your awakened soul can't hold inside anymore. Just like a wound needs to bleed to heal, your consciousness needs to feel to free itself. Don't worry if you laugh and cry on the same day. You're clearing yourself from the inside out. Fifth, you may want to be alone or avoid certain places and people. Your body just doesn't want to be where your soul feels out of place. You might feel uncomfortable around some people or places, or just really need quiet, solitude, or nature. That's totally normal. You're starting to vibrate on a new frequency, and things that don't match that feel off. This isn't arrogance, it's alignment. You're leaving an old version of yourself behind. These signs don't mean something's wrong with you. They show things are starting to fit together. Your body speaks when your soul moves, and every symptom, every discomfort, every sensitivity is a clue, a sign of a sacred change. Spiritual awakening isn't just something inside your mind. It's a full-on transformation. And your body is the drum that keeps the beat. Awakening isn't just about mystical experiences or deep insights. It's about fully living your soul in your body. The soul wakes up not to leave you behind, but to live in you more completely. It's in this dance between spirit and body, between the cosmic and the physical, that many get lost if they don't have ways to stay grounded. Just understanding what's happening isn't enough now. Your body is changing with these higher energies and needs care, attention, and support. Here are some tips, not just healthy habits, but real rituals that will help you stay balanced through this process without feeling overwhelmed or disconnected. First tip, create a daily grounding ritual. When your soul wakes up, it's normal to feel spaced out, like your head is floating and your feet are cold, disconnected from the physical world. That's why grounding is so important. You can do simple things like walking barefoot on grass or dirt touching a tree, or taking deep breaths while imagining roots growing from your feet into the earth. It might feel symbolic, but it has a deep effect on your energy. It tells your body, yes, we're rising, but we're still connected here. The spirit needs solid ground to show up. Second tip, treat your symptoms as messages, not problems. Modern medicine teaches us to ignore or fight any discomfort, but on the spiritual path, symptoms are signs, not enemies. If you feel pressure in your head, don't rush to get rid of it. Instead, take a deep breath, pay attention, and sit quietly. Ask yourself what part of you is waking up. If you have trouble sleeping, don't force it. Use that quiet time to reflect or write down your thoughts. Often the soul chooses the night to speak when the world is still. Third tip, keep your body clean and clear. Your body needs to be a pure channel to hold higher energy. This doesn't mean being extreme or harsh with yourself, but making loving choices to support your inner cleansing. Drink clean water, eat fresh foods that give you energy, and try gentle fasts if it feels right. Cleansing isn't punishment, it's tuning in. You lighten your load so your soul can move more freely. Fourth tip, listen to your own rhythm, not the world's schedule. During awakening, your energy won't follow your usual routine. You might want less social time, more quiet, and breaks from doing things. Your mind might tell you you're wasting time, but your soul is asking for rest and reset. Give yourself permission to step back. Like a hermit who retreats not to hide, but to listen deeply, you need space to hear what's inside. Cut down on extra commitments if you can. Learn to say no. Trust that your unique rhythm matters. Only you know the dance of your spirit. Fifth tip, keep a journal of your experiences and dreams. Your body speaks, but so do your dreams, instincts, and symbols. Write down everything: heartbeats, visions, repeated thoughts, strange feelings. Over time, this journal becomes your personal guide to your transformation. You don't need an outside teacher. The answers are inside you. You just have to pay attention, like learning a forgotten language until it becomes familiar. Supporting spiritual awakening in your body isn't about enduring pain. It's about working with it and giving your soul a clean, respectful home. Don't rush, judge, or deny it. Honor your body as the sacred place where divinity wants to live. Then every shake, every feeling, every symptom will stop scaring you and become a blessing. We've explored a deep path that's often ignored, the body as the sacred space of spiritual awakening. It's no accident so many people feel symptoms that doctors can't explain or fix. This isn't weakness or sickness. It's your soul raising its energy and your body trying to catch up. The biggest mistake is thinking spiritual growth happens only in the mind or far away in some abstract realm. True awakening doesn't leave your body behind. It lights up from inside it. Your body isn't a problem. It's the sacred cup holding your transformation. Your skin, organs, and senses are being refined by a wiser, kinder, and more subtle energy. The buzzing in your ears, the pressure on your forehead, the heat in your back, they're all signs of a new beginning. But here's something deeper. The soul doesn't wake up all at once. It awakens when you're ready to listen. That readiness starts when you stop fearing your feelings and begin to understand your body's language. Are you trembling? Maybe you're releasing old memories, crying for no reason. Your heart might be letting go of years of pain. Can't sleep? Your soul is calling you to connect in the quiet. Everything you feel makes sense, even if the world says otherwise. The big secret is this: there's no awakening without the body, and there's no body that's not a vehicle for the spirit if you treat it that way. Now that you know you're not alone and that your symptoms are signals, I invite you to walk this path with respect, patience, and openness. Breathe, listen, feel, and honor every change as a sacred ritual, because that's what it is. If this message speaks to you, if something inside you lit up, if something finally made sense or a forgotten truth came back, then subscribe to this channel. Leave a like to help spread the message, and share this video with others who might be feeling the same, but don't understand why. Because when one person wakes up, their light helps guide many. This is your body, your soul, and your moment. The temple is alive, and you're already inside.